welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. Alright, so in this tutorial we're going to be building a basic login page using Flutter. Alright, so I'm not going to be designing this off my head because I have a Figma file already. So I'm going to link the Figma. I'm going to link the link, add the link to this Figma file down in the description. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get started, please. And one thing I want to beg of you guys, please. Yes, me to 1k subscribers. We're at 144 right now, so it's very good if you should get me to 1k subscribers. Thank you. Okay, so meanwhile I already have the project running already, so you have it running on the browser. All right, so basically what we can do, go ahead and do is like just to refactor everything. I'm just gonna delete everything there and everything right in this place too. Okay, then we can go ahead and call this like a constant login page. All right, so we have to create a login page. So let's go over and create a screen. All right, so I use screens sometimes. Then we can go ahead and do login dot. All right, this login dot. We have a stateful widget. We say let's login page. All right. So basically, if you're creating a mobile website with Flutter, is basically the same way you're writing a mobile app. There's like nothing special unless you're trying to make it responsive, where you have to select different screens and everything. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so nope, I'm just going to import the login page. What is it trying to import? Login page. Okay, and yeah, we can just call this tutorial. Okay, so it's auto starting. Okay, good. So it has auto start already because we have our tutorial as title. Right, so first one of these is take a look at this design. So this design here is a raw kind of stuff, and what I want to do is I want to grab this stuff here. Hopefully I'm able to grab it, so it is locked for some reason. All right, so though it is locked, it is locked, so we don't like have to stress ourselves. Basically, you can just use color picker to pick a specific color in this place. Yeah, so before we do that, let's just head over to our login page here. Let's create a scaffold. All right, is there? Okay, there's no upper bar, so we just need our body. So this body, basically we can just go ahead and specify a row. So you can say children. Let's just create two texts, 1 and 2. Okay, save this, and we should go back to our browser. Then it's reloading. Can we see our text? Okay, you can see we have our text 1 and 2 in this place. So there's something we need to fix here, which is the bug should be false. Okay, so I don't want that banner to be showing. Right, so we have our text here. Instead of text in this place for the first part, I'm going to use a container. So this container here, we're just gonna use height. And you say media query dot size dot height. Okay, so once we have that, we can go ahead and now specify our color. So let's go ahead and pick a particular color. You can pick any color you want to pick. So I have this extension for color picker, so I'm going to pick this color. So copy this color. Exactly, I knew the color is not going to copy, so I don't know why it does like that sometimes. Yeah, so it's not copying. You know what, let's just go ahead and do color. We'll have to type it out ourselves. Color C2, sorry, you have to have XFF, then C2 56 E2. Okay, good. So we have that color. I mean, can close that. So we have the color, and let's wait for that one to auto start. So it has auto started already. Where is it? Okay, nothing is there. I believe we have to specify a width maybe. So let's do it media query dot of content dot size dot width. at least this should work. So let's wait for this to load up. Okay, so we have it taken out of the whole screen. So we don't want that, so let's just, I think we can wrap this with no, we don't need to wrap this with anything actually. I can just put this in a container. Let's have a child of row. And should it be row actually? The column. Children. Alright, so the first thing we need is this create account. So you can go to text create account. You can style it by doing text style. Font size, I think the font size is a little bit big, so let's do 25.0. okay, save. So you can see we have this issue in this place, so I believe you can go ahead and wrap this in expanded. And also this one should be in, this one should also be in an expanded. Okay, sorry, wrap with widget expanded. Save this, let's go back there. Alright, good. So basically this is what we want. And for this column you have to make it cross axis alignment, so cross then start. So we want it to be at this part here. Good. So they have create an account, and last thing I want to do is change my font because I actually don't like that font. So I can do Ctrl Shift P. I have an extension that does that for me, so Ctrl Shift P, no, that installs packages. I mean, so I have to go ahead and install Google Fonts. So this is gonna add Google Fonts for me. It will do the available pub get everything to do it for me. Okay, so I think that is done already. So where we have this style, we can go ahead and do Google Fonts pop-ins. So I want to use the pop-ins. All right, no, I want to use the work sound. I prefer the work sound actually. It is station error, so let's try and import it. It's not imported. Okay, if you encounter something like that, you can go ahead and make sure you do Flutter pub get by yourself to confirm the installation. Okay, so let's wait for this to finish up. It's better you run it 2 times. Like I run it like 2 times just to make sure it's working. Okay, so Google Fonts. Why am I having this error? Google Fonts. Okay, let's open our prospect and let's see if we have Google Fonts. You can see Google Fonts is installed actually. So is the Visual Studio Code issue. Let's retype it. Google. Okay, I just saw it now. Google Fonts, yes. Dot work sans. Alright, good. So you want to go ahead and specify a font size. The 20 seems small. Let's make 30.0. Then font weight. Font weight dot W3 600. I said W600, I mean. So waiting for the auto start. Okay. All right. Now perfect. So the font seems okay. I'm okay with that font. Don't worry, we will push it to the center very soon. So basically, I can just copy this command. Then this will be an already have an account. Like I say, login. So instead of this one to be like this, make this 400 and let's make this 200. So let's take a look at what we have. All right, good. Okay, I think that's okay. So let's start by building our input field. So we want a spacing, so we can do a const size box. height should be like 40. So height should be 40. Then I can now specify a text field. So let's just specify this text field and see what happens. Alright, so we have this long text field where we can type. So let's get our start the text field. So start the text field, we can do something called decoration. Input decoration actually. They want to do border sides. I think like I gotta do color. So what color is our border side? I think it's gray. I mean, I say gray. Hello, color the gray. Like I say, width should be like 2. I'm having this error that says quick fix constant. I don't use any constant value before constant constructor. The border side can be assigned to the input border. Oh, sorry about the silly mistake. Basically what we have to do is I'll specify outline input border here. For this outline input border, we have to specify our border side. So you can go ahead and paste this so you can see that it's there. Save this and let's check it out. Okay, so you can see we have our border there. I'll just make it 2.5 actually. So we have the border there, and what again did they add? It's a little bit rounded, so let's do border radius dot circular. Border radius circular, then we can go and do something like, we can make this 20.0. okay, let's check it out. Okay, it's too rounded. Basically let's just keep it at 10. All right, good. Okay, so 10 is good, and there's actually something that it did. I think this one needs an opacity actually, so 0.3. let's start with 0.3. Okay, seems fair enough. Then okay, I just noticed that the background color is white. I'm not sure what we're having here is white. Let's do background color should be colors dot white. Okay, okay, all right. So once that is done already, I notice that they have a text at the top, so we can just cut this and create a column. Okay, so for this column here, I pass in children. I'm pasting that one. Then basically I can copy this one here and paste it right here. So instead of already this thing, I can call this username like they did. So it is username. Okay, username. Yep. Then instead of there is going to be cross as is start. So it's going to like push to the start, like our left hand. Yeah, good. Then there's a constant size box here. It's going to be an height of, let's say, 20. Okay, so once everything is done in this place, let's just basically add our, not here. I think in this place, let's wrap this container with a padding. So you can go ahead and do padding all. Let's make it 20.0. So we want padding just like in the design. Okay, I think it's better we use symmetric, so we can specify how we want it. So vertical up and down, I think the 20 is now okay. Let's make it 40. Then horizontal, we can just make it 30. Let's check it out. Okay, I seems to find much difference actually. So I think we can increase this horizontal to 70. Okay, let's take a look at it. Take a look at, okay, is a bit still wider. Gosh, so let's make it 100. So after 100, I think 100 is actually okay. Okay, good. So 100 is okay. Then I notice our text width is a little bit like short. How do we fix this? So let's try this with a container. You can kind of specify a particular width. So you can make a width of, let's say, 100, and let's see what happens. Okay, so the 100 is small. Let's just make it 500 instead. Okay, good. Alright, so good. We are coming close. So what we now want to do is we can't be repeating this particular code. So this code here, I'm going to extract it as a widget. So I'm going to call it input widget. So this input widget, I'm going to cut it. Then in this lib here, we'll create a new folder called widgets. So inside the widget, you can create an input widget. Input widget or that. Can make it stateless widget. Okay, we don't need to pass that because that's created it. So we just need to import package Flutter material.dat and Google Fonts. Okay, then we can import this. Okay, save this. Then I can go ahead and specify a constant here because there's a padding between them. So you can specify a constant here, make it 30 instead of 20 instead of 40. So I can just copy this. It is needed how many times? Just 2 times again. So 1 and 2. Save this. Let's check it out. Alright, perfect. So once this is done like this, what we want to do is in our input widget here, we need to make it pass data. So let's do the final string. So is text. The final I'm not sure there's anything again actually. Okay. Final I think we'll figure it out as time goes on if you need anything. So you can add this here. Then when we have this username here, you can make this text. Okay, save this. Then right here you can go ahead and do text equals to username, and this will be email, and then this will be password. Okay, let's take a look at it. Good. So we have our email and we have our password. And one last thing is that our password, you can see the text is actually showing. So I believe you have to pass final boolean. So it's not required. That's why I did question mark is password. So we can go ahead and just include it here. Sorry, trying to include it, add it. Okay, so in our text field you can say obscure text by doing his password. So his password actually return true or false. Okay, so the only place we are passing it is in the password pass. So his password true. Okay, let's wait for this to reload. Unexpected new value. Okay, yeah, we have to auto restart. Okay, so it restarted. We have an unexpected new value. Why am I getting an unexpected new value? It should be false, something like this. Okay, yeah. So this is true. Our text should be like that. Then this or this one should be false. No, this one should be false. Okay, good. So you notice that in this password side there is there's this hide and show the password. Sorry about what happened. So you notice that at this page there's a please to add and show the password. So let's go ahead and add that. So that meaning okay, where we have this text here, you can go ahead and wrap this in a row. Then once it's in a row, what we need is an icon and a text. So you can go ahead and also add a row here. Children, this is going to be an icon. Icons dot, I think is okay, visibility off. So this is off. Okay, then we want to have a text that says hide. So here we can go ahead and do constant size box. So this is width of like 10.0 to separate them from each other. Save this, check it out. All right, so you see basically all of them have it. So what I want to do is say if is password, so that meaning if the password is true, we are going to have this, else we have nonsense. So we have a container and we have in this that says can't be new, so equals to true. So if it is true, show that, else show nothing, basically a container. So let's take a look at it. As you can see, there's only password I have it. So and what we can do, so you can go and do cross, no, not cross actually, main. So main axis alignment dot space between. So this is going to space them between each other. All right, so you notice that our stuff is in this space because of because basically that is how we shrink our text video. So I'm going to comment this out. So this container here, let's try this in the container, a column in the container, and let's specify the width of 500. Let's see what happens. So specify that width of 500 here. All right, good. So that one is okay like that. So in this gesture stuff, so we want to go ahead and wrap this with a gesture. So let's wrap widget with gesture detector. Then on top, we are going to call on top. So this on top here, we also have to pass it. So we have to do final void callback on top. So it's not required, that's why I added a question mark. You can add it this here. Okay, then all right, then this particular one here, I think we can cut it and just specify an icon here. You see the reason why. So I can go ahead and pass a final icon data. So icon data of icon, and again it's not compulsory. And I'm having an error that says icon data can be assigned to the list of widgets. Okay, I think we have to specify it inside of here. Okay, good. So right here, I can do icon, put this inside here, get rid of this. Okay, we have that. Then we have on top. Okay, on top is just going to be a empty function for now, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's still working as expected. So since that is working, when we have this password, we can go ahead and create a boolean that we're going to be checking. Is password equals to false. So okay, it's password equals to false. So we can go ahead and do okay. Then we can go down here and do something like This one should be his password. Okay, I think it should be true because yes, it should be true. Okay, then we can go ahead and do, if it's on tab, then we can do his password should be equals to opposite of your current value. Alright, save this, head over back there, wait for this to refresh. Okay, so it has refreshed. If I should type in something and I click on this, so this something is actually happening. Okay, so his password is a boolean, which is true. So if it is clicked on, then the password should be false actually. You know what? Let's do something like, if its password is true, you can show visibility of the else icons dot visibility. Okay, save this. Let's check that out. Okay, it doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. On top is a void function callback. Yeah, we're passing the on top here. Okay. Yeah, give me some minutes. Let me check it out. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Let's first do on top here. Print yes. So we know that it is actually working. Let's print yes. So let it restart. Click on this place. Okay, yeah, it is actually working. Yes. So oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Set state, we have to use this state. I actually thought I had a state already. Sorry about that. Silly mistakes happen. So set state, I mean, so we can go ahead and do type in. You can see everything is back. Then why did it disappear actually? But I think it's disappear because we said if password is true, this, then else it should not show. So basically okay, so basically instead of using this password, we can create another board that says check pass. So this check pass will always be true as it has been passed. So let's make this check pass. So for this check pass here, we have to make check pass equals to true, so nobody's touching this. All right, save this. Okay, we have reload ignore request. Actually load is already going on. So okay, so let's wait for this to finish up. Now we have to hot restart. Okay, performing hot restart. Okay, this is taking forever, but okay. Yeah, that is done already. You can see we have the password. Change this. You can see, so everything works as expected. Good. So next we want to do is see this text also here. We want to also pass that text as something, so we can make sure is not required. So the type should be string, not required. And you can say info. Got his info, and this info will be like right under the text field, which is this container here. You can go and call it text, and I'm just going to copy this, copy that, paste this, and let's do what was written there. So what is there is use 8 or more character. I'm just going to use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Okay, fresh. Oh, okay. This is going to show for everything. We're not supposed to add this here. This is supposed to be info. So the info is empty. So it's performing request, auto starts, it's loading, starting. Okay, you can see we have it for everything here. So basically we can head over to where we need it. So it's under this. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically we can't pass it here because it's going to like show in every part of it. So the best thing we can do is right after the password in this place here. So like right after the password, we can just paste this here, and we can add a size box height of like, let's say 5.0. all right, good. And we can remove this and this. So let's check it out. All right, so you can see we have that. So it's a little bit more tiny, so let's make it like tiny. So it's 20. Let's make it 10. Okay, so let's make it 10. Okay, so you know what, last number is going to 15 down, and then we believe is okay. So what we need is this, by creating accounts, blah 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 stuff. So copy this. So instead of 5.0, let's use 10.0. We can go ahead and do text. I think there is rich text. Okay, so rich text. Yeah, we can specify an inline text. So this inline text first we can say by creating an account, you agree to our. All right, so this text is supposed to be can be answered to a parameter of inline span, and this is supposed to accept. Okay, so we have text.rich, we have text span. Okay, it is text span that we have, not inline span. I think so. Text span. So for the text span here, we can go ahead and add in our text. And this is the minimum project not required is 0 but expected. Where it is 0 expected but found one. If I should remove this, a text is needed actually, string of text, and let's head over back to the inline span. All right, you know what we're gonna do. So basically, there's nothing bad in researching, so let's go ahead and do rich text. So I've actually forgotten how to use this rich text. Recheck Flutter. Okay. All right, so how do we use it? We have text, text span. Yeah, we did text span recently. So it's our text span here. Okay, we specify a text. Oh, sorry, a text here. So we can save this and let's see what we have. So text span just allows you to be able to like start different type of text. Okay, so you have that. Good. Now we can make this 30 because it's actually far from each other. So the next thing they have is style. Okay, then we have the children of text spans. So I gotta have the children. Is there no children? Sorry. I have to confirm where this is inside the text span. You have a children, so that children of text spans. Alright, good. So the next text span here is terms and use. So terms of use actually. And this will take in the text. Then how do we style them? Okay, so you can use a normal style. So we use Google Fog dots works as. Then you can make this font weight. So this is font weight dot bold. The font size, let's make it 20.0. Yeah, and this one to basically copy everything here. Then we'll get rid of the font width of bold here. Save this, and let's take a look at what we have. Okay, you can see what I was saying, and just children here. Can I wrap this in like a column? Children, let's say column. Children. Okay, so I can wrap this in a column actually. Okay, so that is bad. You know what, we'll get to that later. Then let's do and. So we need and. I've forgotten what we have actually, so let's see. Okay, and what? And privacy and policy. What is this? Expected to find another bracket, so basically it's this error. Okay, it's supposed to be and privacy and policy. Okay, all right, so you see we have that, and we're supposed to make this in a column. So how do we make this in a column actually? So this student takes in list of a nice span. So we are gonna check make Flutter rich text column. There should be a way to actually make it column like from here. Okay, there's nothing like that actually. Okay, yeah, so we are trying to achieve this. We take down, okay, basically a slash and this one at the end should work. So, and probably that should work. Why did I not think of that? God. Alright, so that is working. Let's go and add another one. Then here we can add a space here. Space here, space here. So like to space the and in it. Alright, good. So once that is done already, what I want to do is then do this. Okay, so right after that, I have a size box already. So we need a container. So what's our container? I'm going to need a decoration box decoration. Want a border, so border side, and I'm having an error says borders can be attached to the type box border. Border dot all. I think there should be yes border dot all. Let's make it to colors. What color is that? Okay, let's make it black. It's black by default actually. Then which can be 2, border radius 12.0. Okay, so that's what we have there. Then our width should be 500. Then height should be like, let's see, 100. Okay, so 100 is too much, and width is actually too thick, so let's add opacity to this one. 0.3 actually. So this width, let's make it 40. Then once that is loading, we can go ahead and have a child, which is a row children. So basically we can't grab the assets there because the file here is locked. So I'm just going to type it out. So we have another row children. So we can go and do icons dot check colors dot green. Then I can have our text that says I am not a robot. Start at Google Fonts dot work sans. Font size should be like 14.0. Okay, then I'm not sure there's a Capatch package or whatever, so I can just get out of icons or security. Okay, all right, so there is it. We have that. Is it colors or green actually? And you notice the 500 width that will give it is so much, so we have to like reduce it. So let's reduce the 500 width to like, let's say 300. And then let's give the padding inside. So edge insert dot all. So we want the padding inside of 10.0. Save this. Let's check it out. All right, so that is that. There we go. Gonna do cross axis alignment start. So they'll be positioned. Then we're gonna do mix axis alignment dot space between. I can copy this and put it right here. And this one here is actually a little bit. So let's make it 50. Okay, good. It's a little bit longer. Let's just make this 15, and this one, like the width should be like something like 350. Okay, yep. And main axis alignment dot start. Okay, then I believe this should be actually be more longer, because I don't like the way it is short in that place. So what we need to do next is this button. So for the button now, as you guessed it, we're going to be using a container also. So this container is going to have a child that says text create account style Google font dot worksan. Let's say font size 80.0, font weight dot bold. Then right here we're going to do decoration. Okay, decoration is the same. Okay, it's actually shorter than that, so we can go and do width of 200, then height of 200. Okay, so right here we're gonna do box decoration, border radius actually. So this border radius dot circular 50. Save this, and let's wait for that to load up. Okay, so we have nothing. So we need to specify the border. So border dot all, width should be like 2. Color should be like colors dot black. Okay. Don't worry, the next tutorial I'm going to find a way to make this thing load faster, because I don't know why it's loading slow like this. Okay, so basically that's what we have there. So meaning we need a lot long stuff, then this one is actually too long. No, let's just remove this with height actually. Let's remove the height totally. Okay, so we use a padding instead. I think for this one too, we should move the height. I use a padding instead. Let's use padding of 30 for this one. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to add this one right here. So padding of 30, check it out. All right, perfect. We can just make this like 27, and this width should be like 1, and text should be a little bigger. Let's say 20, 25. And I just remember the color should be colors dot gray. Save this, check it out. All right, yep. So like a disabled kind of stuff. So this is also be gray also, and our text is also going to be colors dot white. Okay, yes, exactly. So we can wrap this in like center, and it seems that one is actually too big. Let's just put it in 24. So here we can do concise box. Height should be like 25.0. Then next you want to do is, last another list is add a rich text again. So just rich text in a text span. Hopefully, hope you've not forgotten. text in the text span of text, which says, say click OK. Now this is perfect. This one says, you can see it's even tiny, so I have to reduce that width again. Create an account instead. I already have an account login. With an account. So let's just settle at 8. No, not this one. Let's just settle the padding at 18. Alright, so this text here. This is so you can go and do already have an account. Okay. I can style it, Google Fonts. So I'm just going to copy everything here. Okay, so this is not here, and it is definitely not bold. And this is like, let's give it 18. Alright, so 18. Let's check it out. Okay, good. And we can go ahead and pass in a children of text span. So this text span here, copy this one. And you can say we have an error that says expected to find. Okay, so you can say login and underline. Is there no underline? There should be an underline here. Font size, height. Okay, so there's no underline here. Let's just leave that login. Okay, so login. It says loading. Alright, good. So once that is done, we'll just go ahead and copy this one. Right, so once that is copied, paste it right here, and instead of changing that one, you can just make it 18. And once everything is done like that, you'll notice that this one is like a little bit down. So let's go ahead and add it a little bit down. So maybe we have vertical, let's make it 60. Save this and let's check it out. Very good. So there you have it, a login screen using Flutter. Alright, so if you like this stuff, please make sure you like, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.